This is the Pioneer Zephyr. We are in Chicago at the Museum of Science and Technology, and this is a display of the Burlington Zephyr. They've got really cool screens outside that make you feel like there's trains behind you outside.
He's trapped.
Here's the observation.
This is the lounge back here.
There's a video behind.
There's a passenger car. Cool. More passenger seating. Here's the kitchen area where you could buy food. Great displays. It's a beautiful train. It also carried the mail. There's a mail car where they did sorting on the fly and tossed out bags at stops. Very cool. I can tell this is going to be another day of overwhelming displays. Gorgeous displays. These huge screens. Planes everywhere. I don't know what that is. Some kind of science thing that's happening here. We're going to start off by doing a science of 007, James Bond, in about 10 minutes. And then we're going to go into a coal mine, Kentucky coal mine, which Don remembers from his childhood as being amazing. And then we are going to go into a U-boat, a submarine, after lunch. The person at the desk just kind of schedules based on what your interests are. Very cool. Oh my God. Look at this train layout. I don't know, there's the train. So it's this huge train layout. So the engineering required to hang a plane like that from the ceiling, it's just mind-boggling. It's pretty loud in here, but this is the Aston Martin that was used in Casino Royale in James Bond.
All right, 1, 2, 3, launch it. So, yeah, notice how fast it spins depending on how high up it goes. So then we'll start to get this spinning column of air, right? The spinning column of fluid and air. And basically, if we were at the very top, if we were to hover up to the very top of our
So inside the museum, the bottom layer has an actual submarine.
Nope, I think it's real.
Incredible. We're going to be able to go inside with our tickets. Amazing. Here's the submarine inside the museum. The torpedo room and the submarine. Here's the galley. This is the area for the higher ranking officers. Here's the control room.
That's the radio room.
Radio room. It's the control room and the U-boat, the submarine. We just listened to a really cool dramatization of the U.S. finding it. This is the aft room, so more bunks, and that is the only bathroom on the ship, or one of the bathrooms on the ship. So when Dawn mentioned that we were going to go into the submarine tour, I thought that was pretty cool, but the information surrounding the capture of this German U-boat and how the POWs were taken care of in Ruston, Louisiana, and the fact that they couldn't talk about the capture, otherwise the Germans would change their communications. It was 2 days before D-Day, so they had to keep the capture secret. And they towed the submarine to Bermuda. It's a fascinating story. Love it. The U-boat were also 2 Enigma machines that they captured. In 2004, they decided to take the sub from where it had been outside, and they built a hole in the ground where they created that exhibit space, and they dropped the submarine into the hole. It's a vein viewer, so we can see Don's veins inside his hand. There's my veins. Here's an exhibit about stents. And there's how tiny the stents are. That's the actual size of the stents. This is what Vivian had done to her spine. Kyphoplasty. Here's a cross-section of the human foot. That's why our feet hurt. Here's an overhead view of the layout. I actually can't see it all. This is the railroad layout. It's underneath the mezzanine area. It's this huge railroad layout, including cities and fields. And then across the way, there's a video where they attached it to the engine. Very cool. I know I say cool a lot, but so many great displays. So this is the plane that is on the top of the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry. It is not held from the ceiling by cables as I thought some of the wings are, but this is supported from beneath. There's the museum we just came out of. Chicago Institute of Science. No. Chicago Museum of Science and Industry. Here's Lake Michigan. We're on Lakeshore Drive. There's downtown. And of course we had to drive by the beam. There it is up there. So cool. We are on the University of Illinois at Chicago campus. It's a beautiful day, but where we're at is the campus police department headquarters, which served as the exterior shots for anyone? Hill Street Blues. John says that this was originally a Chicago PD substation, so it did belong to the city, but it was decommissioned, and then the University of Illinois at Chicago bought it. So this is like one of the entrances, but the evidence of that this was originally an entrance to a garage. A remnant of that are these stone or concrete bumpers on either side. Pretty skyline of Chicago. Pretty cloudy.